shit.
This ollie, bro. I don't even know sometimes when I watch skate videos, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know if even the filming did this spot justice. Like, look how long you're in the air. Like,
Yeah, I think...
Is that the biggest thing you've ever ollied?
Yeah, we got to go back and measure that, because I think it might be like the longest thing anyone's ever ollied.
Seriously?
I might be claiming that, yeah.
I mean, no, but... All right, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we have a very special guest. Mr. Chima Ferguson is with us. How are you, dude?
I am fantastic. How are you guys doing?
Dude,
Doing good.
Doing good. Thanks so much for flying all the way out here just to do the 9 Club. We appreciate you. I know you're going right back home right after this.
Yep.
Man, you're the best, bro.
Just got here this morning. Headed straight to LAX after this.
No, congrats. Hey, by the way, Kelly's out sick. He had a gnarly flight back home, and so he got the shakes and all that stuff. So we wish him well.
Yes.
But cool. You said before came out here for a friend's wedding and just to skate.
Yep, my oldest friend, known him about 25 years. Andrew Peters just got married, and
Congrats to him.
Yeah,
And his wife.
and his wife
Now.
Jordan. Yeah.
How was the wedding? It was good. Did you say a speech? You've known him forever.
I did do a speech.
Really?
The best man.
I was the best man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
How did it feel to be? Have you ever been a best man before?
At Dustin's wedding as well.
Dustin Dollin.
One of Dustin's weddings. One of the many.
Okay. Okay.
So you're no stranger to the best man.
Yeah.
How?
But this was the first time I did a speech, so I was very... public speaking is not my strongest thing, so...
How do you think you did?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, no complaints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you write it down and everything? Like,
Yeah, I
or freestyle?
had it in my phone.
Okay.
So then,
Gotta
yeah,
work.
but the text was very small, so I kind of got lost at one point and just freestyled, but it was smooth.
Did you have a couple beers beforehand? Were you loose a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Just like I'm warming up for today.
He's got
Yeah.
the Peronis, right?
Yeah,
Right
exactly,
here.
yeah.
I joined him.
Yeah.
Might as well.
A little less for today.
A little less?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you dance? You a dancer? We did
Oh, yeah.
yeah?
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
Gotta
Chima,
move.
you do everything, bro.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
love it.
first of all, we were talking earlier, and I got to congratulate you on air because, 20 years with Vans, 20 years with real skateboards. That's incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely.
In this day and age also, like just people bounce around a lot of times. They can't find their forever home.
Yeah.
There's other deals that come around that maybe are more intriguing and better, maybe more money. But you stuck with it, dude, and I commend that. I think that's incredible.
For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's it's hard to be loyal in this game, but I got lucky very early on, so.
How did Real even come up? Did you meet Jim Thiebaud like back in the day?
No, so it was basically the way anyone does it in Australia. You just hit up the distributor that does whatever brands, and at the time I was filming for a video called Kill Self that came out a long time ago, and I sent that to the distributor of, at the time it was like Baker, Deluxe, and a couple other brands, and I sent it up that way, and I guess it didn't go to Baker, but I went to Deluxe.
Okay.
And then, got on Real from there.
And Jim be paying attention, too. So
Yeah.
Anything that comes his way.
Yeah.
Was it different? Because we do talk about it here often. The distributor kind of, you have to go through the distributors and skate shops and different things like that. Some people find it super easy. Some people have a very hard time navigating that. It sounds like you just kind of like breezed right through that.
Yeah, no, I was very, very lucky with it. And I guess it's just also to do with the timing of everything. Like now I think I'm happy to be at my age, being where I'm at and what I've done. Whereas I see Instagram being such a huge part of skateboarding now, and there's so many different variables. When I was coming up, it was just, all you had to do was skate.
Right. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's, I'm 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
There's so much more involved in skating that kind of has nothing to do with skating.
Oh, dang.
Whereas when I was coming up, it was like if you just skated good, then you could get everything that you wanted. But
Kind of a
Just
good
go
way
out and
of putting
film.
it.
Yeah.
Go out and film and shoot photos, and
yeah,
that
yeah,
was it.
it was just
Yeah.
very, very straightforward. Whereas I see it now where it can be easier for certain people if you dress a certain way, if you look really cool,
Right.
if you put the right song on all your Instagram edits, the right cuts, then you can make it. You can fake it till you make it.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But for some people, it's natural like that, like you were saying.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
some people, like, you got to really work for it. So
Yeah, yeah.
nowadays, having like Instagram and trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to say,
Yeah.
it is a job.
And it's second nature to some of these kids now. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
it's like they're just going off of what they see.
Yeah.
Just like we used to do. We used to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
off of what we saw.
Totally.
But yeah, it's so interesting. I'm glad I came up in the generation
Yeah.
I came up in.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no. I don't even think I don't even think I'd be sponsored, Dubs. There's no way.
I mean, I feel the same way.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind being in my 30s. I don't feel bad about it.
So
Yeah.
this is the part right here, kill self, right? This is
Oh,
the part
yeah,
that got you noticed.
Yeah, this is the infamous push.
There you go. How many
Yeah.
times did you push right there?
I don't know.
45?
I think it was
50?
That's not a small set.
You're going on 75 pushes.
I mean, it's a big set.
It is
but
a big set,
I was
bro.
a lot smaller
Oof.
back then. I didn't have the same strength, so
Dude.
I think now I could probably run and
throw
throw
down.
down and do it. But
Did you always just like to fly? Like you ollie big stuff, man.
No doubt.
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I grew up watching like Zero videos, especially Andrew Reynolds. So then I always just wanted to fly. And just being a small kid, I could never. When you're that little, you can't flip your board on flat. So I learned pretty much every flip trick downstairs instead of on flat. So it just
Really?
came about that way, yeah.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
love that.
I mean, when you're like 4 feet tall, you can't tray flip on flat. So you just
Huck
take it down and drop,
huck it.
and then you
Right.
figure it out that way.
It's interesting because you almost have to do it differently, right? You have to do it slower. Or
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a jumper, so I used when I started skating, I would huck a little bit, but I always would get hurt. So I kind of that's why I
Yeah.
just was like, I'll just stick to the ground.
No, that's precisely how it is. I've always felt more comfortable, jumping downstairs.
Really?
Yeah.
love-
Flat ground
that's
is
so
not my.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't.
It's not like you can't do flat ground. Obviously, you can do flat ground, but
Yeah, but I think all my stuff looks better down stuff.
there you go.
Like I was with I shod like 2 days ago, and he was doing back threes on flat, and I was like, I can't back three on flat,
Just down stuff.
but down stuff I can.
Down gnarly shit.
So it's like slowing down time.
I was
basically,
just
is the way I
talking
see it.
about that the other day about the back threes and doing it down stuff.
Yeah.
Because like on flat ground, well, listen, I'll do a back 180 and then pivot the rest of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
don't
the
do
way.
that.
That's the way I have to do it as
on
well.
flat.
Yeah.
But then going down stuff, what is it? Just does your front foot come off when you do a back three?
No, so when you do them on,
He guides it.
The way I see people do them on flat is you scoop it, and your feet. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. But then when I'm doing it down something, it's like a back 180
Late one.
and then a late 180.
Back 180 and then late 180. That's what you think about when you're doing it down stuff?
Yeah, yeah. So
something?
you twist like your torso,
Okay.
and so your torso is like ahead of your legs, and then
That's just
halfway
fun.
through it,
Your board catches
torso's-
up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like your legs catching up to your top half.
The one I just seen recently that you did, I think it was at the Bunt Jam. If I'm mistaken, I'm not sure, but like if you float, it's off of like a big bump or
Oh,
some shit.
at the dime contest.
Dime contest.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those. Okay, bro, this shit is like like you said, it's slow motion. Like he's guiding it, and it just.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can find that clip.
It's
but
like
that shit,
snowboarding.
it really is.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
tell.
I love it when the front foot comes off a little bit on a back three.
Yeah.
That's just like a Gino back three.
Yeah, yeah.
Front foot comes off.
Yeah, when you
I love
scoop it,
Yeah.
it happens like that. But mine is like an ollied
You
180, late 180.
so it doesn't come off. Maybe a little bit, no?
It doesn't look like it
Okay.
does.
No, it's always on there.
It's always on there. I mean, I get envious a lot of the times on
You gotta work
people
on
that-
that, dude.
I know. It's too late, Dubs. It's too late for me.
It's not.
No.
It's never too late.
That's what I'm saying.
Chima, it's too late. Well, let's back it up a little bit. Raj is looking for the back three, but I mean, there's so much footage to go through on the Dime Glory Challenge.
I think it might be on his Instagram.
If you go on my Instagram,
yeah.
it's pinned up there.
Ooh,
It's
That
See,
post did
that's-
well, so I just
there you go.
yeah.
it was that good of a back
See?
three.
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
had to pin it.
He pinned that thing.
I like to go back. That was a really fun contest, so I like to go back and look at that every so often.
Right.
Yeah, there
This
it
is
is.
it. This is it.
Look at this thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his feet did not come off of that at all.
I would pin that too.
Yeah.
All day.
No, that was probably the funnest contest I've ever done.
Jeez. The skyline in the back there.
Talking to everyone at Dime and Vans, we need to do more glory challenges.
Dime is one of those contests that I see all the time, and I'm like, I need to go to a Dime.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Have
would
you never
love
been?
to.
I've never been.
Same.
I've never been to Copenhagen. I've never been to the Dime.
Wow.
Wow.
I've never been to the.
You haven't lived.
No, I know.
We have a bunt coming up in
Australia.
in like 2 weeks.
Will you help me
Oh,
get a
yeah.
ticket down there?
Yes.
Yeah. Vans. Real.
Yeah,
Can
Vans.
we hit up Thebo right now.
Vans. Yeah. Real. Who's got the money? Let's get him out there.
Who can get Chris out there?
Yeah.
Let's bring it back. Growing up in Sydney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised.
Born in Coffs Harbour, but moved to Sydney when I was 3. So
How far is
basically,
that from Sydney?
Like 7 or 8 hours north.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gold Coast is south.
Gold Coast is further north from
Further north.
Coffs Harbour. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd your family move down to Sydney?
No idea.
Okay.
Probably more opportunity. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Coffs Harbour is just like a small coastal town, so there's not a lot going on there.
How did you even get into skating?
Well, I just used to do everything my older brother did, and I think I was about 7 or 8 years old, and my brother's friend left a board at the house over like the school holidays, and I just remember rolling around the driveway trying to like avoid going into the grass.
And your brother skated like
Yeah,
good? Ollies? Like
yeah. He
Yeah?
could like ollie kick. Yeah, he all of that stuff.
how old? Much older?
He's 6 years older
6
than
years?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Okay.
6 or 7 years older than me.
Now, when you wanted to go skate with him, would he allow that, or was he just like, "Yo, little brother, I'm good"? Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go
It
out
was
with my
just like me
friends.
skating with all of his friends, and then when I was about 10 or 11, I was like allowed to catch the train into the city to go skate with him.
Okay.
And then he got a little bit older, like got over skating, and as you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept with it, and just here we are
Here we
today.
are. Here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was
Yeah.
your first sponsor? Skate shop?
Globe.
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 Distributor Flow.
Well, Globe is like it is an Australian
Yeah, it
company.
is
Yeah.
Australian.
So I was 9 or 10 years old, and they like saw me at some skate contests, and they used to give me. They gave me like a little contract, and it was 1 pair of shoes every 3 months.
They gave you a contract for this?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was like 9 or 10.
Money?
No
No
money.
money?
No money.
Okay.
But yeah, 1 pair of shoes every 3 months, which I was so impressed at. And I remember I would like go through the shoes, way quicker than that.
Yeah.
And I remember hitting them up and being like, my feet, like my toes were literally touching the ground. It's holes in the bottom of the shoes. And I was like, do you think I could get just like an extra pair of shoes for, I know it's only 1 pair every 3 months. And they were like, no, we don't have the budget for that.
Wow.
They don't.
And those are the things you believe when you're a little kid, when you don't understand. This is when Globe was in its prime as well. It was
Wow.
like
Wow.
a multi-billion-dollar company.
They probably had 500 of you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like kids
Yeah,
all
yeah.
over. That
Oh,
they were
definitely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
why do they need to be in contract?
That's a crazy one, right? That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I kept it. I remember taking
That would be
the
amazing.
contract to school and like showing it to people. I was in like grade 6.
Wow.
Yeah, in primary school.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you were doing contests back then.
I used to love skating in contests.
How would you do? Good?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
taking home
not-
trophies or what?
Yeah, not to hype myself up, but I was
Come
like,
on,
I was
hype yourself up.
As a kid, I was like great at it. I used to enjoy competing, and then I don't know what happened, but I just like
Growth
did
over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Overnight.
Yeah, no, exactly. So suddenly I used to love like competitiveness and all of that, and I think that's when I got way more into street skating and like doing my own thing. Then I was like not so interested by skate contests.
What made you flip the script? Just other friends were going out street skating?
Honestly, couldn't say. It's probably like filming video parts and doing that, and being more inclined to that.
Okay.
Where it was like I don't like to nowadays. I don't like to compare myself to anyone or like compete with anybody.
Sure.
I will look to others for inspiration, but ultimately, like, my goal is to make myself as good as I can be.
Yeah.
Would you? What was the last contest you did? You did any street leagues, like anything like that? X Games, maybe.
I did Street League last year in Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Last place.
Oh, congrats!
I've done.
I probably would have gotten. I probably would have been last if I was in it. You would have not have gotten last.
Yeah. I was just too old. Because it's like you warm up and then you have to wait like 3 hours for your heat. Then you warm up for 10 minutes. And as soon as I rolled in, my legs just cramped up.
And you got like young Felipe Mota and all these.
Yeah,
kids
and I'm
in
watching
there just...
people do whatever they're doing. Like I admire it. It's incredible. But yeah, it's just not for me. Tampa
it's very on demand
Pro,
too. Yeah, Tampa Pro.
Last place. And I think the last time I went in Tampa Am, I think I was last place as well.
Chima, if you want me to, if you don't want last place anymore, just I'll enter.
Yeah.
Because I will 100% get last place. There's no tricks landed. I'll probably mess up on the roll in. Yeah. I'll probably slam.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah. But that's cool though. I mean, you've made such a, gnarly career just in the streets though. Like,
yeah, that's more my thing.
Yeah.
I can't. I admire the people, like the street league and everything's incredible when you watch people be able to, at the flick of a switch, like turn it on, do what they do. But for me, it's like so much planning and a process and a mindset,
right,
to like going and filming or doing any of that stuff. So
did you go to the street league that was just in Australia?
No, I left like 2 days before it was on. So
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I went to my first street league in San Diego, and where Braden Hoban won. Mm-hmm. I had never experienced it like that, and it's psycho watching them in real life.
No, it really is incredible being able to see someone like standing up there with the headset on. They're like, "Yeah, all right, go." Yeah, and then they do what they do. Yeah, it's incredible.
Kickflip back, big flip back tail, this and that, blah blah blah, and then they land it, and you're just like. You didn't even try that. Yeah. And that you just did it.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
It's psycho. So Globe, they gave you a contract. They wouldn't give you another pair of shoes. They said no.
So there was Globe, and then I rode for S.
Okay.
And
what happened with Globe?
I needed more than one pair of shoes every 3 months.
And S was willing to do that.
Yeah, and S was willing to give me, I think that was 2 pairs of shoes a month.
Okay.
Whatever. This is Australia back in the day, so
I got you.
Things were pretty skint. And then, so I rode for S for a long time, and then when the way Vans came along, they offered, at the time, the Scott Gibson that was doing Vans in Australia hit me up, and I was like, this is back when S was like top tier. So I was like, I was like, I wanted to be part of that whole thing or whatever.
Who doesn't?
And it's funny, there was like an Australian online like skate forum or whatever, and I was in the chat room one day. And mind you, I would have been like 12, 13 years old. And this is when S released it's like the G2 system, some new inner that they did. And someone asked me, and they were like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" And I was like, "I wear XLs. Like, I still get bruised heels. Like, they kind of suck." And then, and someone else must have been in the chat room and heard that or whatever. And word got back to the distributor of S. And the next time I went to order shoes, they were just like, "You're done. You're done, mate. You're off the team."
Did they tell you?
Yeah,
why?
they're like, we saw you in the
chat
put
forum.
millions of dollars into this new system, and you're like slandering online. I was just a little kid. I didn't know how
you're
how to
in the
carry
chat.
myself or whatever. And then I hit Scott Gibson back from Vans. So I got kicked off S and on Vans in the same day.
The same day.
Yeah.
You said, okay, S.
Yeah.
I got another.
I'm
deal.
gonna go over here.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
had you already talked to Vans about some type of sponsorship then? Because
Scott had like hit me up, and I was just like, no, I'm like, I want to be part of like this elite
the top echelons, right?
Soul technology thing they have going on. And then like this a couple months later, when all of this happened, I just hit Scott back up, and I was like, actually,
and he was down.
And he was down, and it's probably like the greatest decision I ever made in my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it went from one pair of
that.
shoes to 2 pair to Vans 3 pairs now? What are we doing
To
with
Vans, it was just
Unlimited.
whatever from Vans. So then I rode for Vans in Australia for a year, and then
Flow?
Flow or whatever, and then they came to Australia a year later, and I went on a trip with the whole US team, and then
That was a wrap.
That was it.
that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Here we are. Yeah.
Does Vans, because I know a lot of, and forgive me, I don't know that much about the Vans and even 20 years ago Vans, stuff like that, but they did have kind of like sectioned off, like you're on Vans Europe or you're on Vans US, you're on the main Vans. Like, was it sectioned off like that too? Or were you on just the Vans program?
That's when I got on like actual, like you'd call it like the international team or whatever it is.
So you were on the real deal.
Yeah.
Did they have it sectioned? Did they have like the European squad?
I mean, they've
time?
always kind of had that. It's more prolific now, where it's like, for a while they had like North America, Europe, South America, Oceania, like Australia, Asia, and everything. And now it's basically North America and international team is infused.
It's like one and the same to
Yeah.
a degree.
Yeah. They used to have a section.
They did. No doubt.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays it is more like
Yeah.
universal. They because Vans has a huge team now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's massive. I like what they're doing though. They got
Yeah.
some good people in there.
That's awesome.
So you get on Vans, you're good. You said a year later they came there, and then you're on the team.
Yeah.
And you start getting paid as a and you're on Reel at the same time too. This is
So I got on
happening simultaneously.
Reel like a year before Vans, because I think I was still riding for S when I got on Reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were on Reel.
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah.
Paycheck?
Yeah.
Okay.
They never hit me up when they were like, now you're part of the team. It was like they posted back, when people actually used to go to websites before social media. They put my part on the like deluxe SF website, and they were like, new Real Am.
This
I
is
was like,
Life and Time.
They
that-
put the kill self part. Like,
Oh, that's what they did. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that was basically how I like found out.
Because this was maybe a year later.
Yeah,
What
so this was that 2006?
Let's see. Is it playing? There it is.
Oh wow,
Oh, you.
so young.
Yeah, look at you.
Little dude.
So this was like your introduction video, though. Even though you were on the team, this is like,
Yeah.
hey, introducing Chima.
Yeah, this is more like a formal thing.
Right. Dang. Did they fly you out at all to come be in the van and skate around with everybody?
The first time I went and met everyone from Deluxe was, I think, 2005. I went to like a Tampa Am.
That's when you. Oh, really?
Yeah. And the clothing company I was on at the time paid for that.
What clothing?
Juice Clothing.
Juice clothing.
Yeah, from Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
So they paid for you to get out to Tampa Am. You meet up with everybody there. And it's the
Yeah.
first time you're kind of meeting all the other Ams? Because pros sometimes don't go to those.
I met
Maybe Jim Thiebaud was there.
Darren, who was my old Real team manager.
Darren's the man.
Nick Dompierre was there.
Oh, yeah.
Ernie Torres.
Shout out to Ernie Torres.
Yeah.
He's the best.
So they were all AMs at the same time as well, and then they like went pro shortly after that. Yeah.
And you got along with everybody. They're good dudes. Yeah.
I mean, I think back then, all those. I can't speak for every band, but you know, getting in a van with like Ernie and Damien Bravo and everyone, it was kind of like a jock mentality.
Okay.
So they're like, you're the new guy. I remember like going to sit in the shotgun one day, and they were like, you're the new guy. Like, you can't sit shotgun. You got to like get in the
you
back.
had to go through a hazing period.
Yeah, all that kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damien Bravo. Shit.
Damien Bravo. That's the name.
Yeah.
Did they? Which panel were you in? Back panel? Were you in like mid?
I would always just sit up the back.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like a bit like alienating, just being from Australia, speaking differently and being so young.
Yeah.
And like, you know, getting in a van with people that have known each other for a lot longer. So
it's a little hard, right?
Yeah.
It's an adjustment for sure.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
And Ernie's a very joking guy. He's very sarcastic.
Exactly.
He likes to play around a lot.
See, now, like, I love him. Like, I could completely understand him. But those first couple times being around him, I, like, didn't get all that stuff.
You're like, this dude's a dick.
Yeah. No, for real. I was this guy's, like, such an asshole to me. But then you realize, like, it's like anything, you know?
For sure.
Makes
And
you
you were
stronger.
like 13, 14 right then?
I would have been, like, 15 or 16.
15, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were growing up in Sydney, you were starting to get it going. Did you end up moving out of your parents' house, or because did you live with Dustin Dollin at a certain point?
I lived with Dustin when I lived in LA.
Oh, when you lived in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, so you moved. When did you move here?
I lived here from like 2010 to 2015 or 2016, something like that. Yeah.
How did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It's so different now compared to when I lived here. Like, everyone lived in or around West Hollywood at the time, and now no one lives around there. Everyone I know lives on the east side,
Right.
like Silver Lake, Echo Park, and all of that. Yeah.
They got out of that fast pace, more slow down area now.
Yeah. It was much different, but no, I liked it. It was like a different experience, and it's just, especially for skating, there's like so much more going on here.
For sure.
Yeah.
How was it living with Dustin though? He's a wild dude. Was he always wild?
No, so like
Okay.
publicly, he's
wild.
He has to like keep up appearances.
Right.
So he's like, oh, crazy Dustin drinking beers, whatever. But at home, he's just like very well domesticated.
Wow. Wow.
Really?
He's a great cook. He's like casual, but it's all about his audience. So
Right.
whoever is around watching, you know, if he showed up here today, then he would show up with a bunch of beers and be crazy and wild and whatever. But yeah,
I don't know if his episode there. I mean, just his thumbnail. There was like 50 beers on. the
Yeah,
table.
yeah, exactly.
Like that's his
Yeah.
his
Wow.
thing. Yeah, for
that's
sure.
what he does. He doesn't finish beers either. He'll always drink them to that point.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah.
no,
So in Australia, there's a saying. It's like it's a Dolan, where you half
Okay.
step something. So like when you would leave that much in your beer, we'd be like, oh, it's a Dolan.
Oh, you Dolaned it.
But then now it's like anything you half step in your life, you don't really try for it. It's like, oh, Dolaned it.
It's a Dolan.
Like, I was gonna go
Wow.
to the gym, but Dolaned it.
It's become that. It's become that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible.
It is.
No, it's one of those
Yeah.
guys like Dustin Dolan. You just think that like Bam Margera, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, Roger filmed Viva La Bam and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was on audio. I just thought he was just like on TV, but you get in a van with him, you go on tour with him. He's just normal.
Same
Yeah.
dude.
He's just a normal.
He's
No,
not the
he's
same
dude?
normal.
Normal dude.
It's like he's saying, like they step it up when
Yeah.
when the cameras are
It's,
on.
it's,
or
a,
the
it's
appearance
a
thing.
character that you have to portray.
For sure.
So yeah,
For sure.
as you can imagine, gets very exhausting.
I can only
If you
imagine.
live, especially living with him.
Yeah. No, but at home he was totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
He was super chill.
How
love
long
it.
did you live here in LA?
I lived here,
You said 2010 to.
yeah, like 5 or 6 years.
5 years?
Yeah. So when we were making the Vans video Propeller,
Dude, that was a
moved
great
over here
video.
for that.
Great video.
Yeah.
Yeah. You moved here solely for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Just to be
Wow.
around like Greg and Cody and everything that was
Okay.
going on at the time. Yeah.
So that video you literally worked on for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I would say strictly probably like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the longest video you've worked on? Like in the span of that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
A year.
you like, you'd hope that like as you get older, you like master your taste and everything, and you know what you want to do, and then you just go out
Sure.
and you do it. Back then, it was just like,
It's going.
yeah,
Yeah.
putting
you-
random things together.
Are you here's your part right here, Propeller. Are you calculated when it comes to skateboarding? Do you think a lot of things out? Do you know what you want to do? Do you have a trick list, or do you kind of, or maybe both? Do you go out and just freestyle it and whatever comes to you that day?
I would say like with this video part, it was completely random.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Like they would just
then-
take you to a spot and you'd just be like, all right, I'll just make something.
Yeah,
happen."
yeah. Just do whatever you think is right. But
Yeah.
I would say more so with like the last video part that I did, it was definitely way more calculated.
Do you think that's because as we get older, we only have a certain amount of time on our board and we want to get something that we want that day, or is it a different reason?
I think it's more so just like acquired taste. And
You know what you want in your part?
yeah. So I'll always have normally like a particular song in mind.
Okay.
And then as you film tricks, you can imagine where in that song a particular trick is going to fit and how it's all going to come together.
You know who does that? Jamie Thomas.
Yeah.
He would pick his song first,
Yeah.
then film his video part to that
Yeah,
song in his
exactly.
head.
I've
It's
always
like-
found that very interesting, and I think it's really dope as well. But every time I've like filmed for a part, the song is after the fact.
Yeah, right.
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's dope that you've already had that in your mind of how the part's going to come together.
Yeah.
Based
So-
already having the song.
So say you're skating this, right? You do like a switch heel over something, or you skate it. You're already thinking in that song. You're like, okay, this could go in this part. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy
I mean, yeah,
to me.
like with this part, it was completely just whatever, day to day, all these things that you go out and do
Yeah.
and put it together. But yeah, the last part was totally reversed engineered.
Really?
And I'm like, all right, I want to use 2 songs. And then once I spoke to, like, I was kind of filming the part, and then I was speaking to Greg at the same time, and was just like, what songs can we get rights to or whatever. And then once you know that, then you're like, all right.
What video or what video part are we talking about on the last one that you just did? What are we what is that?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see
The
you.
fans one, yeah.
Okay, I want to just see. Can we pull that up, Raj? I want to see the difference. And that was mostly in Australia or here as well?
That was all in Sydney.
All in Sydney.
So it was, yeah, all this stuff.
Okay.
So like when COVID first kicked off, and as it was like rolling out, like the first couple of months, I like stayed at home. Everyone, everyone was hiding at home. And then I was like, right, it's gonna be a great time to go out and skate
Hell
everything
yeah.
because no one's around, whatever. And I was also like, I don't know when I'm gonna go back to the States again. You want to keep your job, so I was like, all right, I want to go out and like film, and especially just to prove something at my age. I was like, I want to go out and make the best part that I've ever made in my life.
Really? That was your
Yeah.
goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a bad
And especially to do it in Sydney. And yeah, I was like, Australia was pretty strict, so like we couldn't leave our cities at the time. And then, which we got lucky with because we were filming the whole part. And then my friend Colin, who filmed half of it, and Lee, who filmed the other half, we all lived in a certain distance of each other. And then in 2021, they got really, really strict, and they were like, you can't leave your LGA, which is like local government area. So it was like you couldn't go further than 5 kilometers from your house, which is crazy to think back on.
Wow.
And
It's ridiculous.
Lee lived in Bondi. Colin lived in Zetland.
Okay.
So we would all try to meet up to go and skate a spot where it was like not 5 kilometers from Lee's house, not
Wow.
5 from my. Oh yeah,
Navigating in a totally different way.
What's a kilometer for a mile? Does anybody know?
so
It's like 3 miles?
1.7 kilometers is 1 mile.
So you're talking really close, like 3 miles.
Yeah, super close.
That is
so a good amount of
insane.
this we managed to get done. And then when it got really, really strict, we were like, right, can't go out to the suburbs anymore. But we were lucky because a good amount of it was already filmed.
So when you say they're being strict, in what way? Are they like checking you guys when you guys are, how does that work?
Like I never had trouble when we were out skating because everyone was like social distancing. So it was like one filmer here, photographer, whatever. But then I heard stories of people's like IDs getting checked and people getting fines for like not being in their area. Yeah.
I mean, if you're already picking 2 songs to skate to, like that's pretty bold, you know. Good, but you're setting out to do the best part that you've ever done.
Yeah.
Was the second song like a slow mo song, ender song? Like, did you have that like visual thing, like visually in mind?
Yeah, because I mean, like a good amount of the last tricks in this video, I went out and I filmed them first. So it's like you get all the bangers first,
Okay,
and you know how the video is going to end. So you're like, all right, and you know what song you want to choose. You know how you want all that to look, and then you fill it up from there or whatever.
Some of these spots that you're skating, like normal times, would you be able to skate these spots, or is it like?
Yeah, a good amount of them you
Okay.
could skate them, but it was just like more convenient, just because there's like security doesn't come out. Everyone thought they were going to catch the virus, so they don't want to come near you.
right.
So yeah, it was just a very like interesting time to be alive and do all this stuff.
In a normal video that you're filming, are you setting out to do your last tricks first? Is that your whole thing, or no?
No, this is why it's like my favorite part, because there's no not really any input from any company.
Okay.
So
This
I
is
was like,
all yourself.
I want to go do this the way I want to do it.
That was
Skate the
gnarly.
spots that I want to skate, and yeah, it's like so close to me because it's all filmed in Sydney. Like I always wanted to do a pure Sydney part,
Okay.
and then I was like kind of forced to because of the situation, and it ended up like
came
in my
together.
eyes being like the best thing that I've ever done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting because I couldn't even imagine. First of all, I wouldn't even know what a last trick would be. You know, I mean, maybe I have the sense of it, but I don't know. It's just such a different approach
It is.
to making a skate video part.
It makes you way more confident though when you're
Does
like,
it
right,
really?
you've got all the things that you need to end the video with.
And you could
So
come
then
along
you
with
just, like-
something that could also
Yeah.
be added to that
Right.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly. So then, you just go reverse engineer it and fill it up as you go back to the
I'm
beginning
not
of it.
mad at it for sure.
What we can't hear it for copyright stuff, but what were the 2 songs that you picked for this?
Uh,
Do you remember?
the first one was oh my god, I can't even remember his name. My wife gave me she watched that show.
Let's see if it has it here. No, it doesn't have the songs. What show? Oh God, hold on. Look at this ollie right here.
What was that HBO
Jesus.
drug show? Zendaya's in it.
Oh, Zendaya.
Weeds? No.
No, I know the show you're talking about. My God, dude, it's at the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't
It's
think
like
right now.
3 years ago. Yeah, Zendaya was in.
Euphoria.
What is it?
Euphoria.
Euphoria. Okay.
So my wife was watching that a bunch, and she got the Bobby Womack song, "Fly Me to the Moon." She played that to me, and I was like, right. And then I hit Greg up straight away, and I was like, I want to use that.
Okay.
So it was kind of sweet. It was like an ode.
Yeah, that's
To my
a
wife.
legendary.
And
whatever.
that was your first song?
First song, and then the second one is "You Don't Have to Say You Love Me" by Dusty Springfield.
Okay.
So I remember being in a van with Chris Fanner a long time ago, and I was like, "It'd be so sick to skate to this song." This is probably like 13 years ago.
Yeah, I love that.
And he's
Seriously?
like, he's like, if you're gonna skate to this song, it's got to be heavy. And I always remembered that. And then I hit up Greg, and they could get rights to it. So then we used that.
What did Greg
So, yeah.
think when you brought that to his attention?
He loved it.
Yeah.
And that was the best thing. Like working with Greg on Propeller, he was a bit more a bit more strict, uptight. It was more his direction.
Gotcha.
And then once he saw all of this footage when we were working on this video part, he was like, "It's your part, and I know how special this is to you." So, he's like, "I want this to be however you want it to be."
I love that.
That's super sick.
This ollie, bro. I don't even know sometimes when I watch skate videos, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know if even the filming did this spot justice. Like, look how long you're in the air. Like,
Yeah, I think...
Is that the biggest thing you've ever ollied?
Yeah, we got to go back and measure that, because I think it might be like the longest thing anyone's ever ollied.
Seriously?
I might be claiming that, yeah.
I mean, no, but look.
It looks big in the footage,
we can't even get it.
In real life, it looks probably psycho.
Look how... Dubs, look at the...
I'm highly
Look how
impressed.
small he is compared to the flat bottom and the stairs.
It's insane.
The last time I went and looked at it, I was like... Not to toot my own horn, but I went and looked at it like maybe 2 years after ollieing it, and I was like, fuck, this thing is very, very big.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
That thing is massive,
It's not small, bro.
So on a good, like... So 2 times... The first 2 times I tried to ollie it on that day, I tried to push at it. And I barely made it bailing over the stairs. So then I broke my foot.
No.
Bailing.
Oh, wow.
And then Sammy was there with the bike, and Sammy's like the greatest at like towing. Sammy Winter.
Sammy Winter,
Yeah,
yes, of course.
So the best at like, he's done it a whole bunch of times. Towing
He's
people
professional
in spots.
towing.
Professional towing. So then he started towing me in, and then...
Dude, you pushed off of his bike.
Yeah, so I like...
You gave it a good
Taking
yank.
speed.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
But yeah, the first time he towed me in, we were going so quick, I cleared the stairs by like an insane
Seriously?
amount.
Well, wait a minute. It's the first time you went there, you broke your foot.
On this day.
Wait,
So if you watch the raw files, it's like I tried pushing at it and I couldn't go fast enough, and I bailed twice, and then I broke something in my foot.
And you still did it.
Yeah, because like before doing this, I was like Dave Carmy, Colin to film it, Lee to film it, Trent Evans from Passport was there with the camera. So I got all these people out there, and I was like, all right.
Pressure.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, everyone's here, and I claimed I was going to do this, so...
You didn't want to dole in it.
Yeah, didn't want to dole in it. So, yeah.
Wow.
But then, yeah, like, I was going so fast that on so many of the ollies, I didn't even hit my tail.
Because
it was just air, like, yeah.
On this one, did you? On the one you make, did you?
He did.
Let's see. You did, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's the reason why, like, every time I'm hitting the ground and bailing or falling off, it's like, it's not from the impact, it's from... I've never landed going that quick before. So it was so hard to like judge the weight on like where you need to be. Yeah
I mean, you cleared it by
just
that one I like just made it on, but when we were first doing the toe ins, we were going so quick.
Wow.
And then we finally like figured it out.
So that's the biggest thing.
Sheesh.
And have you gone there before? You said that on this day. Have you tried to ollie it before?
No. That was the day.
Wow.
But that was like, again, like Martin Place, a very famous Sydney skate spot that like people have looked at forever.
So wait, you're saying the distance and the length that's what you're saying? Not the height of it, just the length of it.
The length of it, yeah.
Okay.
It's more long than tall.
Yeah, way longer.
Yeah.
It's probably like, I guess you can see how kind of high it is, but...
Yeah, it's still fucking massive, bro. Wait.
But yeah, the length of it is...
That's what you're claiming
crazy,
in that
yeah.
sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So 9...
What is that?
8 flat 9.
8 flat 9.
8 flat 9.
But that
and
flat,
that flat
is
is
like 6 feet.
Yeah, that flat's about
Yeah.
a block,
7 feet.
a block long.
Yeah.
God damn, man. How many tries in total? Do you
I
remember?
want to say like 8
Oh,
or
dude,
9.
that's like fucking 10 feet. That flag area.
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
trying to ollie something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, it was nuts.
But you've built
Glorious
you
feeling.
built all this up for that, you know?
Yeah. I worked out for 2 or 3 weeks before I did that.
You worked out.
Exercise bike, extra squats, weights,
Really?
and everything. Yeah, just to like have the strength going into it.
You were that. You knew. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I knew it was going to
insane.
take a lot, but then yeah, so now on my right foot, my pinky is like
It's propped up a little bit.
after doing that, yeah, it doesn't touch the ground anymore. It's
Wait a-
just
Did you get a cast or anything? You didn't. When you said you broke your foot,
yeah, it's nothing.
you didn't.
Just
You just let it heal.
Healed it.
yeah, it feels fine, but it just doesn't look good anymore. I look at it in the mirror and I'm like,
Do you want me to try to press it back down and maybe get it into place?
I've done everything I can.
Okay.
I think something like where my pinky joins to my foot,
like the joint
something
there.
broke, and now it doesn't hurt. I can still skate, but
It stands
just
out though.
doesn't-
You can tell. Like
Yeah, every time I see it in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god, my feet.
You're gonna remember that ollie the rest of
Yeah,
your life.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's worth it.
Back foot, front foot,
Back foot.
back foot. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the impact.
Yeah,
Bam.
shit is no joke, man.
Chima, dude, you're a madman.
I love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, bro. So, where did we leave off in the story? We got on Vans. Oh, Ernie Torres.
Yep.
All that stuff. You kind of got hazed a little bit. You love those guys now. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Well, can we talk about the Reel team and how like stacked they are?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys, when they're going to put somebody on Reel, do they talk to you guys about it? Do they call you up and say, "Hey, we got this"? Because I figure you guys are close. Like
Yeah.
you guys are a close knit team.
No, they definitely won't just put anyone on
Right.
without hitting someone up. So like the last person where it was like that was Mason.
Mason Silva.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most people kind of get on Reel when they're younger and grow with the company.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the last time Reel would have put someone who was already, I think Mason was already pro. To
Coming
put-
from Element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they hit everyone up and they're like, what do you think? And I was like, yeah, he's sick. And
That's-
it's like a no-brainer.
I
So,
love that.
Yeah.
And he was
No.
fairly young still though, right?
I mean, he had a massive part with that Element video. It was
Yeah.
psycho.
Yeah.
A lot of people left after that Element
Right.
video.
Yeah.
But I think he was still fairly young before. I mean, what?
I don't know.
18.
He would have been like,
20 something.
he just turned 28 the other day. So
Yeah, he's still fairly young. bro.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long ago we got on. But yeah, no, it's great to be part of a company where they care about your input.
Right.
Instead of just like, so-and-so can sell a certain amount of boards, so we're going to put them on. It's like everyone has to gel well, and yeah.
You could tell when a team is quote unquote manufactured.
Yeah.
know? You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
it's not rocket
I
science.
mean, yeah, it's basically just the name.
Yeah.
It's real.
There you
It
go.
is what it is.
Real.
Yeah.
There
Who
you
have you
go.
said no to? No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
No, but it's the same thing with like Girl and Chocolate, right? They really care on like what we think because
Yeah.
it is a team. It's like you have to spend a summer with that person.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to you got to be in the van with that person. Like there's got to be a little bit of like, you know, Vincent Alvarez was the only person like I never met,
Yeah.
but everybody backed him and they called me up like, what am I going to say no
Yeah, yeah.
to somebody? Like
Right.
put him on.
It's already made it past like the top
Nah,
dogs.
sweet.
100%.
yeah.
100%. Yeah. So, wow, that's awesome, man. And then,
Yeah.
so Vans Propeller, 4 years, you worked on that.
Yeah.
Just about.
And then yeah, once that video was done, I just bought a house back in Australia, and the house was ready to move into, and I stayed after the video premiered. I think I stayed in LA for like 6 months,
Okay.
and it was just partying a bunch. They had no
Celebrating.
direction because with everyone having worked so hard on that video, once it was done, there was no skating going on. There was nothing. So I was just kind of wasting away
Okay.
living in LA. So I was just like, I didn't, I went to Australia on a real trip, came back, and then, just decided as soon as I got back,
It's time to go back.
I was like, I'm just going to move home. I didn't tell anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
We're leaving something out here because you've been on Volcom also, right? For a while?
Yeah, I was on Volcom from 2005 until 2014,
I
something
mean,
like
that's
that.
kind of the same time as Reel and Vans happened as well.
Yeah. So
So-
I switched all sponsors in the space of like 2 years. So I was riding for like World Industries in Australia. I was riding for.
You were on World Industries.
I was
Wow.
through the distributor.
Right. Okay.
Another distributor thing, and Juice Clothing, and then Real Vans and Volcom came along. So at the time, like Shane Cross, Jake Duncombe, Joe Pease, Lewis Marnell, everyone the Australian team for Volcom was like stacked, and I knew everyone, and like I always felt kind of bad about this. Like Guy Miller from Juice Clothing, he like hooked me up, helped me out so much earlier on, but I knew that Volcom was like such a huge thing, so I had to
quit.
Yeah, that was the first quitting of a sponsor where I felt like emotionally attached to it.
Yeah.
That
So
must
Since
have
you are
been-
such a loyal guy in that sense.
yeah, exactly.
And you were young,
but
too.
it was an absolute essential thing to like further myself in
right.
that sense.
Did
Oh,
he understand that as well, or was he mad?
I think he would have been mad.
Yeah.
But
You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
you know, skating, your career can be like so short. So it's like you got to make the right choices at the right times.
So true.
But then, yeah, like getting on Volcom and being with like my best friends, and yeah, Dustin as well was like leading the whole ship. We made the like Let's Live video and everything, so it was like everything just like fit perfectly.
Wow.
It was amazing.
What happened to Volcom?
I don't know. when I quit, basically like Shane had passed away, Lewis passed away. Joe wasn't riding for Volcom anymore. Jake wasn't on Volcom. So the whole Australia team disbanded.
Okay.
So the whole reason why I went to Volcom wasn't really there anymore. And their whole like direction and whatever they were trying to do, I wasn't interested in. So yeah,
Okay.
it had its, like everything. It had
ran
its
its
time and
course.
its place. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great team to be a part of for
Yeah.
that long.
No,
as
those
well.
are like what I look back on in my skating. I'm like, those are the best trips, best years of my life.
Yeah.
And
I love that because you may not be on the same shoe company with somebody, but you could share the same clothing company with them and go on those tours. And
Yeah,
Sure.
you could have
exactly.
those memories with Lewis and
Yeah.
the people who aren't.
well, it was
Shane
always
and the
just like
people-
home away from home.
right.
Yeah.
Like especially the Americans putting such a big budget into the Australian team to like make a whole video and everything, and then the success that it had. So yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, Volcom's that's a good
Yeah.
squad. And like I said, like you had those moments and those memories with like Shane and like the people who aren't with us anymore.
yeah, exactly.
Did you go to anywhere after Volcom? Any other clothing?
Just Vans,
Just you're
like
head
Vans,
to toe.
apparel. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Nice. When you go head to toe with a shoe company like that, is that like you going to them, like, hey, I want to do head to toe, or are they coming to you? It's always an interesting thing,
Yeah.
right? Because like it's a shoe company, you're already going to wear their stuff,
Yeah.
right? So I always found it interesting when people become head to toe.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice. You get a little bit more money, right? I'm sure.
it was just
Right.
it's
sure.
like way more simple.
Simple.
Simplified everything, and it was basically at the time where everyone that had shoes with Vans, then they wanted everyone to just do apparel with Vans as well, just to make it easier for them. So
Makes sense.
yeah,
It does.
And you had a shoe. How many shoes did you have with them?
3.
3 shoes.
Yeah.
Can we go through the first shoe? What year was that?
The first shoe was 2012, 2013.
2012, 2013?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 2 years after that, it was like the same shoe, but they made it into like a mid-top.
Hmm.
And then 2018 was the like Chima 2 shoe.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
have a favorite?
Probably just the original.
The original.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very simple. There was like nothing to it, which is what I like.
Really? You
Yeah.
like just kind of
Yeah.
plain.
Just a
and-
piece of rubber with canvas on top of it
That's it.
and great board feel.
Which one?
Did you
was-
give them inspiration on like what you wanted? Like,
I just went to them and I was like, because I was wearing Authentics at the time, and I was like, I just want an authentic but made more into a skate shoe.
Do you have like do you have like super insoles? Like because like Vans are thin. You know
Yeah.
they're thinner shoes. Do you have like Dr. Scholl's or what? What do you do?
No, it's just
FP, like,
everyone.
what do you-
Everyone always just says I have like hooves.
like
So like even with Vans, I don't ride the pro skate selection. I just ride the originals.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, just rubber and canvas and suede.
Wow.
Best board feel.
Is this shoe we're talking about right here? What is this? Is this the first one?
That's the second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, not a bad looking shoe though.
Yeah.
I like
Not
it.
at all.
I like how the little front
nice.
rubber comes up a little bit for that toe
like
cap.
kind of a. You remember toe cap was for like a year or two in skating was super hot.
I'm a fan of the toe cap.
Yeah.
I like the toe cap.
I wish it never went away.
Yeah.
But I remember every brand was just like on the toe cap.
They
thing.
were running the toe cap. But that does look like a very simple,
Yeah.
tried and true shoe.
Yeah.
Maybe we could pull up
There's no need to like
the first
complicate
one
things.
just to see what it looks like.
But being that you're jumping down stuff, did that really take an impact on your feet? Well, obviously you broke your.
You got
toe,
hooves.
Yeah. I mean, I think like jumping down some of the stuff that I've jumped down, I think regardless of what you're wearing, your feet would be ruined.
Yeah.
But I think like somehow like years of it, I'm just so that's the first one.
That's the first one.
That is sick. Super simple.
Yeah,
my feet are just like more conditioned to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I was saying, like I remember wearing SXLs, which they at the time they were the thinnest shoes.
Right.
Now when you look at them, they're massive. And I used to get bruised heels in those, and now like I don't get bruised heels anymore because I'm just like my feet are just conditioned to it.
How many colorways did they do? It seemed like they had a couple there. That's good.
So this shoe was, for a couple of years, it was huge. I think at one time they were doing maybe like 20 colors in a season.
No.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah, no, it was great.
20 colors.
Yeah.
Those
I'm
royalty
sure it was
checks-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Royalty checks.
No,
Wow.
yeah,
Nice, bro.
I miss those paychecks.
Now,
Man.
Vans, let's get this shoe back, baby. Are you picking all the colors? Are they just going for it?
These were the first colorways that came out,
Okay.
and I basically wanted to copy like the authentic colorways that they were already doing. And then after that, when the shoe took off, then I don't remember. I would get my own colorways designed just for me to wear, but then all the stuff that was going out to like
Band stores.
Zoomies or whatever,
Okay.
there was like there's like some I saw at one point, and it was like it just had like Bic lighters on it, just random stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
See, I'm very simple. I like things to be straightforward.
You
but-
didn't skate the Bic lighter ones?
No, definitely not.
Chima, come on.
Then, like,
That was a collaboration.
I know,
bro.
right?
yeah. But then, what you see in your mind and what you like, what the majority of people want out there is like nothing that you would ever wear.
Right.
But
It
But they're
sells.
doing limited numbers in those as well, I would imagine. It's not like full runs, but maybe.
I don't know.
Dude.
Either way.
That's
It was
gnarly.
working for a little while.
Chima, do you know
Straight
like that
up.
doesn't happen for a lot of that's rare when you
No,
have
I
a
know.
shoe that comes up that is a big hit like
Yeah.
that. Like
20
like
colorways? Are you kidding me?
it's crazy, right? Like Stefan, like with his shoe.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's like what the that's that you struck
Yeah.
gold on.
And they definitely. I mean, I heard about Stefan with his shoe and how they never wanted it to get made, and now it's just turned into like this staple of.
Dude, he championed for it. He said,
Yeah.
"No, I want this."
Yeah.
And he didn't take their
Mhm.
advice.
Good thing they did.
Crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
good for him.
Yeah.
So how
Sure.
long was that shoe running for? I think you said in the beginning, but I missed it.
I think it
What did you say?
ran for it's like nine or 10 years.
9 or 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Super
Bruh.
lucky with that.
So if that first shoe is killing it, then why go do a second shoe? Why go do a third? Like, what's the
I
point?
don't know. That's what they said when they were like, "Oh, we want to do a second shoe with you." I was like, "No," because I'm loving this the way the first one's going.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fix it.
They were like, "No, we're gonna keep the first one in the line, and just do a second one." And I was like, "All right,
Okay, that's a
sweet,
good
yeah.
compromise.
As long as the first one is still
They
there,
have to like
and
let
we're
it
still
kind of
doing
brew
that,
down a
then-
little bit.
Yeah,
Because it doesn't make sense for them either to take it away. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's doing really well,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
making 20 colorways. But it's just interesting because like Stefan, like I don't think he made another shoe. It was like if this
Yeah.
is it, like this is it. Like
Yeah.
everybody, do you know? Like a Paul Rodriguez like wants that, you know, like everybody
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like Paul's had like 20 different shoes.
Yeah.
If he could just get one, I'm sure he would.
you just need something that's like in between and somewhat timeless,
Try, yeah.
instead of like chasing.
Chasing
Whatever.
technology.
Yeah.
And this is the new technology. It's going to
Yeah,
help
yeah.
you.
Because like Dubs, when you had, because you had pro shoes on DVS, how many colorways do you think you had at one time?
At one time, it'd be per season. It'd probably be like 3, maybe 4. You know what I mean?
If you're lucky.
Yeah, you had 3 inline, and then one would be like an original intent, and it would be another 2 colors, so maybe 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
But 20 colorways. That's psycho. Did you save your money?
I did. Yeah, I put it all into my house. So
Good for you, bro. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is it a trip when you see other people wearing your shoes?
Definitely.
It's a trip when you see somebody skating your board. But to see
seeing rent, like I remember going through the airport and seeing 2 people at security with them, 2 random people.
Wow.
At the same time with the shoes on.
Probably didn't even skate.
Yeah, definitely not. But that was always my thought, where I'm like, it's one thing when you see someone skating your board and they like might know who you are, but then when you see a completely random person in an airport with your name on their shoe, and you're just like, wow, just like smile quietly to yourself.
Yeah, you want that, bro. You don't. It's one thing to have skaters buying your shoe, great.
Yeah,
that's what you want. But if you go beyond that, like, come on now, like that's.
I guess that was my whole idea with the first shoe, was like, it wasn't necessarily marketed or looking like it was for skaters. It was like for the general public.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get a house.
There you
That's
go.
how you get a house.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think when
Take notes, kids.
take notes. Yeah, good. I mean, it is also though luck.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's a
Timing,
a little bit
right
of luck
things just
involved, right?
lined up.
Everything kind of
Yeah.
lightning strikes and boom, you got it.
Timing is everything.
Exactly.
You got a what was it? Thrasher cover? Was it Thrasher?
Switchback
Switchback tail clipper.
Yeah.
That was 2010ish. What was were you out here just for a trip, and was that a random switchback tail?
I'm trying to think on that one. I think I was in LA, and then I flew up to SF just to skate with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just like went there and did it.
Yeah.
Just spontaneous.
Yeah,
That wasn't
exactly.
planned. God.
I think
man.
nowadays, if like I could tell a story about more recent tricks where there's more of a story to it. Everything back then was just like
Random.
no one switchback tailed clipper. It's like,
That's what I was saying.
oh, you can switchback tail. Let's go do it.
Did you
You
know
were
that?
ahead of your time at that time, bro, because not that many tricks had been done at that caliber.
Right. I mean, look, the ledge looks brand new almost.
Yeah.
No, it's so fresh back then.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
funny.
Now it's like rounded.
Yeah.
True.
Did you know you're gonna get the cover?
No. Just went there with Gabe shot that.
Gabe Morford.
Troy was there, Jake Donnelly.
Okay.
And yeah, just another thing where like, so many things, and when you're younger, you just don't think about anything. Things just whatever.
So funny.
Like
man.
nowadays, yeah, there would, if I went and did that today, there would be so much more of a story, or like before and after it. But yeah, it's just like,
I love that with skating though. I think it's funny because like when you were talking about getting that last part you did was more honed in and really calculated.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool to like, as we grow up in skateboarding, to be the most random thing. That's why I like going on tours and stuff, because you didn't know what was out there.
Yeah.
It was very sporadic, very random. You didn't have, and also you're out of your comfort zone too. So you're like, okay, I'm not just going to chill this day. Like you're going to have to go out and skate.
Yeah.
And I love that about being young and skating and not having that care in the world of like, I don't care. Like whatever, just go switch back to, like you said, it hadn't been done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
There's something like, I don't know. There's something nice about that.
Both things are nice. It's like great at a certain age to be so random, sporadic with things. And then in my older age, it's like I've got like a wife, got a daughter at home.
Right.
Everything has to be more calculated.
No doubt.
So like, the last part that I did, the 2 people I filmed it with, like Lee and Colin, they both work 9 to 5. So everything from that last video part was like a Saturday or a Sunday.
The one we were just watching.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
So every time it would be like, all right, we make the plan throughout the week. We're going to go this spot on Saturday where Lee has the time to get away from his family, or Colin doesn't have this going on, or I have this. So it made it way more purposeful, and also made me like do things better, because I'm like, all right, I've got 5 hours today, and so does Lee. So we're not going to go somewhere and fuck around and think about, oh, maybe you're going to do this. It's like, no, I'm going to go to this spot. I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lee's going to go home to his family. Colin's going to go home. I'm going to go home and like
eat a good dinner.
Yeah.
Because I got a good trick.
Yeah. Back to my life, you know?
Right.
Whereas before it'd be so sporadic and just, oh, let's go to Martin Place and maybe I'll try this. So it was like, no, we're going to go here. We're going to do this. We got 3 hours to do it. Yeah.
So on those weekdays, like during that time, what were you able to film with anybody else, or just like?
No.
That
so
was just like,
that entire video part is Saturday or a Sunday. Everything that you see is just
amazing.
So it's different. Like coming from Australia, where like in the States, there's money over here for people to have filming being their full-time job.
Yeah.
But in Australia, there's not the same thing going on. So it's like you have to pick your battles.
Interesting. I think filming, you have to be with like a big company, I think, to make it worth your while, or just have the passion for it. Yeah. You know, because I think a lot of companies still just pay by clip, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good thing. Jamie Foy is very calculated. I trip on that guy.
Oh my God.
He's calculated.
He's so calculated.
2 times.
Yes.
I'm already claiming it.
I'm right there with you. Yeah. You got 3 people sitting here that are already claiming
it's like,
for sure.
Genuinely astonishing.
Did you go to the premiere?
No.
Oh, so you haven't seen it yet?
No, but I've heard about it. I know everything already.
Yeah.
And it's
bananas, bro.
We're talking about the New Balance video. That might be out by the time that this episode comes out, but we just went to the premiere and it was psycho. Yeah, shout out to Brandon Westgate. Shout out to Tiago.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
All 3
Jamie
of them.
Foy.
Shit.
So
he's the best skateboarder alive right now, in my opinion.
So unbelievably,
he's on fire.
He has it all. He's got the tech. He's got the big gaps. He's got the rails. I mean, the man can do anything. And I love the fact that he is he's so technical and so calculated. Like hearing him talk about his board setup or everything's so like he's not hey, I'm going to go out and try to skate. Like he's like
really pushing the outer limits of some of the stuff that I've heard about him doing or that I've seen.
It's crazy.
A year or 2 ago, I would say it's probably not possible. But yeah,
the fact that he's also had like 4 video parts come out already this year, and they've all been like top caliber.
And he's
like
young.
Skateboarding.
He's young, bro. He's still like new to this shit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Who was your favorite skater growing up?
Reynolds, Jamie Thomas.
It's so funny, dude. You did mention Zero videos and stuff. Yeah.
That's what I grew up on. Is like Baker and Zero.
When you said that you had sent your video in and Baker didn't see it and Real got it, right? Did you want to get on Baker? Was that like your goal, or did you not have a goal?
It's basically just to get wherever I could. Yeah, exactly.
Really, you didn't have like oh my God, I want to get on this company. I'm a fan of this.
I mean, like I didn't really grow up watching too many like Real videos or whatever.
Okay.
But it all just like everything, I feel like in my career just worked out perfectly.
I love that.
Like timing was great on everything I've done.
Timing is very important. I feel like with skating.
Big time.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But also when like somebody's like showing that they really want to like mess with you, it makes it that much easier to be like, you know what, I
mean,
think this is my path.
A tiny bit doubtful when I met Ernie and everyone, but
you're like, what did I get myself into? This guy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these guys are dicks. But then it's also part of me maturing and realizing that's just something that people do. But that's why I'm very very kind and accommodating to any new person that gets on Reel or Vans or whatever.
Right.
Because of some of the things I had to
Well,
experience.
that's what Ernie's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring in Ernie. Come
Yeah.
on. But he's also older too. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think Ernie's like our age, maybe a couple years younger.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah.
Years younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta love his sense of humor
Yeah.
though. Once you get to know him.
Yeah,
you're
no,
like, dude,
exactly.
this
No,
is the
once you
best.
understand that he's like that all the time, then you're like, oh, it's like I used to take it so personally,
Yeah.
but yeah, it just is what it is.
We got a Reynolds part on right now. I mean, how could you not love
Yeah.
this dude? Such
No,
a
absolutely.
beast,
Yeah, this
bro.
is
You can
Well,
see some of the inspiration in your skating, obviously, from.
yeah, it's what I grew up wanting to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got the. What any other sponsors that you had coming up? Trucks.
No,
What do you?
it's-
You're on the whole deluxe program.
Just the whole deluxe
Yeah.
program, yeah.
Okay.
No drink sponsor ever.
No,
Dude, we got to change that, dude. Who do you want? I'll reach out.
anyone.
Peroni.
Red Bull,
Peronis.
Monster, yeah, Peroni preferably, but
Peroni in the States, and then back home. What's your preferred beer?
love it.
Do you have a go-to?
Reshes,
Never know.
Grifter.
Yeah.
Grifter is done by Trent, who does Passport.
Really?
Yes,
Good beer.
fantastic beer.
I love it.
Small operation, or is it getting bigger? What's going on with it?
They're killing it.
Really?
Yeah.
So sick.
Serpent's Kiss. Trent, send me a box, please.
Serpent's Kiss.
I
Yeah.
love
This
it.
is
bro.
it right here. Let's check it out.
So
Oh
it's
yeah,
a skateboarder
Grifter's
that owns
awesome,
it.
and they're all just like Trent, Glenn Wignall, like a couple other boys, just made their own beer company,
love it,
but
dude.
they're like absolutely nailing it,
So good.
and they
bro. Big shout out to them.
yeah,
Wow.
I just love seeing skaters
yeah, there
do
it is,
shit.
the Serpent's Kiss.
This is it.
No, it's great that like a beer company like that can, because most of the time, like just the way it is here, some huge, what is it, Anheuser Busch,
company
whatever,
will come along and
they'll
buy it.
show up and just buy you out or whatever. But Grifter's killing it, holding strong.
Have they got
just,
approached?
just getting bigger. I'm sure they probably got approached by
They-
somebody, but
They'll probably sell. I mean, listen, you have,
no, but
if you like look
Numbers
at
don't lie,
what,
bro.
what was it? Arrow. What was the one that Sean Malto and
Everybody. St. Archer.
St. Archer.
St. Archer, yeah.
I mean,
That's the plan that so many people have when they
Right.
start a company, but
Yep.
I think for Grifter, it's like their passion
okay.
That's
to
dope.
do it. So
I mean, that check.
I
is a
hope they don't
passion,
sell.
too.
I'm sure they're doing
I know,
alright.
yeah.
If they're comfortable, Is that all they do?
Beers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then they're
But
doing it.
they're doing like every mix of every type of beer you can.
Then they're
Like
doing it.
I personally, I don't really like craft beer, but
Okay.
their stuff is. I'm really selling it right now.
You are. You are. I almost want to try it. I'm not even.
Yeah, but that's the
I
homie.
know,
That's
yeah.
the homie. Tell it. Preach on it. Shit.
Yeah, no, good for them.
Yeah,
Stoked for
Straight
them.
up. That's
It's
super
awesome.
dope.
What about you? Do you want to like get into entrepreneurship? Do you want to start your own business? Like, what's your vibe?
I'm not sure what I want to do. It's hard after you put. Very rarely in life do you make a living off something that you generally like to do, or that's your passion. So, yeah, it's hard to figure out what you want to follow that up.
Totally.
with. But yeah, the drive that I've got from skating, I feel like I could carry over into anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, so many people in life never. One thing being a skater that you deal with every single day is like failure.
Over
But
and
you know,
over. And
what you can
over
take
again.
from that is you can fail 99 times or 100 times, but you only have to get something right once.
Yeah.
The way you get a trick done or whatever. So it's the exact same thing.
Straight up.
So if you adopt that into any other part of your life, then
Yeah.
yeah, bound
You're
to
gonna
be-
do just fine, whatever you
Yeah.
figure out, bro.
Oh,
Real
thank
talk.
Are you going to? I mean, not that we're like saying that
No.
you're at the end of your. I mean, you're
No,
still
no,
young.
no.
You said you're 30.
35.
35.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think I got a good. Like I'll only skate if, like professionally, if I can do it the way that I want to do it, and to a level that I want to do it. And I think I probably got until I'm 40, 41.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, I probably won't have the drive or the physical aspects of what I want. And the
Okay.
moment that I can't do it the way that I want to do it, then I'll just be like, all right, unless I can do it to 100% of my capabilities, then I don't want to do it.
That's a testament to where we are in skateboarding, bro. Because like 25 years ago, that would never came out of no one's mouth.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like I think I could skate in like professionally
into my 40s.
into my 40s, like real
I
shit.
mean, I still see Reynolds. Like Reynolds is going to be.
48
Yeah,
probably.
48, 47,
Yeah.
48.
Wait, he's that old?
He's old,
He's our age.
right? He's our age, yeah.
Unless
Maybe he's a couple years younger.
Maybe 1 or 2 years.
46. I don't know.
Maybe
Alright,
1 or
well,
2 years.
Maybe
old.
I'll go to 45 then.
45.
No.
You got to 60 at least.
60.
Yeah.
We're gonna be seeing that soon. So hey, that's
Just
where we're
yeah.
heading.
But but here's the thing though, is with all the companies, Vans and you'll have that legend status. You'll have the maybe the reissue of the shoes at some point. You'll have the boards. You know what I mean? You'll always be there.
Yeah.
Right? It's just about filming the video parts and doing being an actual like, avid skateboarder.
Right.
That's the hardest part these days is like anything I'll post on Instagram. I don't like to put things on just content.
Right. Yeah.
Like I
you
like
don't
it.
shit something out.
Yeah. Like I like it to be like up there or something that I like. So it's super hard when you're filming video parts and then trying to keep up with social media at the same time. So it's
right.
Because then you go to a spot, you'll film an actual trick, and then you'll film something for social media, but then you don't want to give away the spots that you've been skating. So
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Pick and choose wisely.
yeah.
So you think 10? What? I mean, do you have plans for another video part at the moment? Are we filming right now? Like, what do you?
Yeah, I kind of just got, in the past couple of months, like the motivation where I'm like, all right, I want to go and do this again.
We've already picked a song.
I have songs in mind.
Oh, we're gonna do a three-part song. Three-part.
Three-part.
Three-song part.
Um,
Let's do four songs.
Yeah, I mean, it all just depends on like what you can get rights to. But yeah, like after doing the last part, I'm like at a point now where I'm like, I want to
But that's your favorite part.
do better, one up myself again,
Yeah.
perhaps. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be dope.
Okay. Because that's your favorite part by far. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
The last part.
Where
you
I've
did.
actually, because normally like when you go on a trip, whatever, you're in China, you're like, all right, I'm never going to come back here again, so I just got to do a trick on whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to have the time to be in my own city and be like, I want to do this here and I want to film it like this and all of that. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's fully thought out.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. I wish I still had it in me to want to go film something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
At this point in
No,
time,
I totally get that.
I just want to go out and skate with my friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about an Instagram post. I don't want to worry about all this
Yeah.
stuff. Like I've dedicated my whole life to this, I don't have that many video parts, but
Yeah.
I've dedicated
Yeah, yeah.
everything. So I'm like, I just want to go, can I just go enjoy skateboarding? Like
Yeah.
I don't want to do it for anybody else. I want to
Yeah.
do it for myself.
Yeah,
I
I still
want my own
see like both sides of it.
Yeah.
Where I have times where I want to go and enjoy it, and then there's other times where I want to torture myself.
I think
Let's get it done. Yeah.
I also think too, I know you want the best stuff on your Instagram, but also it's the most cliche thing to say, but people just want to see you skate.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look at what Reynolds posts sometimes. It's
Yeah,
just him
yeah.
out in the streets and doing a couple little things. It's
Yeah.
nothing crazy, but you're like, fuck yeah, lame.
Yeah.
More new
But
Reynolds.
anything
I
like
love that.
Reynolds does, everyone just
100%,
Yeah.
but it's still, I mean, you're Chima, like people want to see what Chima's up to.
Yeah.
Straight up.
They don't need to see you
I'll
ollie the
start
biggest.
posting more bullshit then.
Start posting more bullshit. No, but you don't.
Yeah,
I think
no, I
I
know
think
what you
we're our own worst critics
All day.
sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want to put the best stuff out.
That's what I mean. At the end of the day, it means that you care about whatever it is that you're doing.
100%.
So
Not that you wouldn't care less if you did put some stuff
Yeah,
there
yeah.
where that is not living up to your standard.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what Chris is saying is right. The people just want to see what
Yeah.
you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a basic level, that sometimes it doesn't have to be
yeah,
fucking jumping down 30 stairs.
that's what
and shit.
skating is, though. You're so in your own head,
Right.
where like something you do is so much more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like my own worst critic, where I'm like,
Yeah.
shouldn't have worn that shirt that day, or this or that, whatever. There's so much detail to
Seriously,
everything.
even that, down to that.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Yeah,
Wow.
wearing clothes. Yeah, I look back on all of it and just go, I shouldn't have worn that day.
What about like throwback clips? You ever like maybe throwback clip, tell a little story?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's what
could
a lot
do
of people
that.
want to see on
Yeah.
Instagram now. Is like
Yeah.
the B sides of a video part is so much more interesting than the clean cut edit that you get.
Right.
I used to think that nobody fell.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
when
the
I
best.
watch a skateboard
the best
video-
thing is to watch someone go through what they go through to do something that's in the clean cut edit is 2 seconds,
Right.
3 seconds to get like an understanding of all of that. Yeah.
And I love it because sometimes they show the spot. Like, you don't know that there's like a crack there. You don't know that there's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that's
exactly.
wrong, or it's a little uphill, or this is
Yeah.
difficult to skate. Like, you just said 2 seconds, 1 second.
Tweaker
Like,
shows up. This was going on. Like,
Yeah.
traffic's
yeah.
going
That's why I
by,
love,
people
like,
are honking.
Beagle, like with all the Baker stuff, he films everything that is going on everywhere at the same
Yeah, you're
time,
there
and
real
that is
time.
the most interesting shit because you feel like you're actually part of something. Like,
Dude.
no one can relate to a clean cut video part because it's like that's just not how life is.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, B-sides is everything.
I love it. Like I
Yeah.
said before, I used to think that nobody fell. Like watching the videos,
Yeah.
I'm not girl child, but blind and growing up, I'm like, these guys are so
Yeah.
good, they don't even fall.
I just watched Nigel's B-sides from, I think it was like a Nike SB party he had, and it was
Most recently.
so
Psycho.
intense.
Yeah, I think
Is that the one where he like grinded up the rail and down?
Yeah. I think the B-sides from that part, and it is,
that was last year, right?
I don't know how, yeah. He is someone that has incredible drive.
Dude,
He
have you
really
seen him
is.
skate in real life?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know how you can be that hectic.
Do you get in your own head when you're at skate spots? Does little things affect you? Like
Yeah, so
wind,
when-
people,
Everything.
everything.
So the worst thing I can ever do is start trying a trick and then you're like, oh, this is all right or whatever. And then as it goes on, you start to notice fucking everything about it. Crack will start putting you off. This is putting you off, blah, 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 whatever. I guess that's why I think skating is like more mentality than it is physical.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you can be physically fit, but if your mind's off, then you're not, like, nothing's going to happen.
Like somebody in the peripherals is over here.
When I start trying something, no crack, cars driving by, nothing will affect me. But the further I get into it, the more I start to notice, like, this is putting me off or whatever. It's like your mind.
Starts to play tricks.
You're like, that's
man.
messing me up right now. That is,
Yeah. It's like
I
it's
feel
got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
But also, you're getting more frustrated as the time goes on, right?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
first try
So,
might
no,
even be the closest you get, and then you're like,
your
I got
brain
this.
is looking for something to blame.
right.
So you start looking at everything.
Well, it can never be you.
Yeah.
Right.
No, exactly.
It's not you. It's
Yeah.
never us. It's
Yeah.
always something else.
That's why I always I look within
yeah.
because that's where everything is.
This is so true. I remember seeing Henry Sanchez at Embarcadero when we were younger, and this is before I wouldn't even trip on like the wind or cracks. Like obviously they're there, but for some reason that wasn't in my mindset. But like looking at him, he would go, "Dude, the damn wind is messing me up," you know, and start blaming stuff. And I was like, "Wow, he is going through his little emotions right now."
Right.
But that's your own mental head case.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, it's not even just skating. It's like in your daily life, if something goes, like your brain is always looking for blame
Isn't
to
that
like
interesting?
this or that or whatever.
Right.
But
Or you could do one thing like stub your toe and getting out of bed, and then you could spiral from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. The beginning.
Dude.
Ugh.
I get hurt in my sleep, Chima.
you get hurt in your sleep.
Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens
What-
when you get old.
What do
I'll
you
wake
mean?
up with my back hurting. I'll wake up with
no,
a sprained ankle.
yeah,
I'll
no,
wake
no,
up with my shoulder.
I have
pop,
I have all that going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
You ever
It's the
like tweak
worst.
your back? You're putting on a sock or something? You ever done that?
Yeah.
Have you ever sneezed and like messed your
No,
back up?
I've gotten injuries. The things that in life that I get injuries from and the things that I don't get injuries from, it makes no sense.
It really doesn't. It's
Jumping downstairs
bananas.
and I'm like totally fine, but then getting out of bed or like
Yeah, you
putting a shirt on and you're like, and neck's done.
Yeah.
I was holding laundry and I dropped a sock. I went to pick it up and my back was fucked for 3 days.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
a lot.
How was it when you? It's true though. It sucks. It's
Yeah.
crazy. What is wrong with us? When you turned pro for real,
Yeah.
what was that like? Was it a surprise? Did they come out like? Did you know you were going to do it? Did you have input in it? Were you going to come out with a part? What
It was
went down?
I was at the barracks,
Seriously,
and I already knew that it was gonna happen.
like they let you in on it, or you found out? Was it supposed
I
to be a
can't
surprise?
remember why I knew, but yeah, I just knew.
Did everybody come out with the boards, or they just had it in there? Like, what was it?
I had a rolled ankle, and they were like, "You have to like film a trick." What did they used to do at the first try Friday or something like
Okay.
that? And I had a rolled ankle, and I knew that after I did the trick that they were going to come out with the board. And yeah, it just ended up being like a bit of a battle with this. It wasn't a first try.
This
at
was
all.
it. Was this it?
Yeah.
This was the whole. This barracks was fun.
Yeah, that's when it was.
That's
Yeah,
the
this
first
is-
barracks.
Good
It
old
was so
time.
fun.
So long ago.
So you had a busted ankle, and they still wanted you to do this.
Yeah.
What? What was the
They're like, "Get
trick
it
they
down."
wanted you to do?
I think I got to choose. I did like a nollie 360 shove it. I don't know what was going on that day.
Okay.
No, I guess no. The most disappointing thing was that I wasn't in Australia, so they had like a little celebration. My
Okay.
brother and my mom and everyone had a celebration at home.
Without you.
Yeah, and I remember seeing photos of that, and I was like, oh,
That's weird.
yeah, it's
Like,
It
it
was
wasn't
what-
even there.
yeah. I
Did
wasn't
they
even.
FaceTime you or anything? Like,
There was no FaceTime.
Nah, this is
It
like
was just a party.
2010. This is
Just a
before
party.
FaceTime.
No
Okay.
FaceTime.
Maybe Skype. I don't know.
Skype. Let's
Yeah.
just fast forward this a little bit. But so you did that, but you knew. Like, they don't have your boards out or anything. You're just trying
Yeah,
to do your...
I can't remember, but I already knew somehow about that day and
Okay.
everything that was going to happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nollie 360 shove.
Were you stoked? Like, turning... Obviously, it's like every kid's dream, right? Like, turning pro,
Oh, for sure.
doing the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're saying it was kind of bittersweet because it wasn't in Australia.
Yeah, I
To a
mean, you just
certain
want it to
degree.
be, I want it to be around all my like oldest friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then it was the Trans World Awards later that night.
Oh.
So we just went out and partied super hard.
Yeah. Here's the make. But did they surprise? I feel like because then you made it, and then he's like, "Oh, one more thing," and then they got your board,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I feel like I'd already seen the board before that.
"Really?"
I can't. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they got a bunch of them. They're sending you off.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see how genuinely surprised I am.
You look tremendously excited.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's a rad thing, and plus turning pro for real skateboards.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's such a. I don't know. I'm stoked for you
Thank you.
because of the career and also leading into, another video part. We're
Yeah.
doing that and working. It's dope, man. It's dope. I think a lot of people want the career that you've had. You know what I mean? I think a lot
Yeah.
of people go through so many ups and downs and different sponsors and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and it's tough. Especially coming from Australia at the time that you did, right?
Yeah.
It was like some people don't make it out. Some people don't make it down from
Oh,
Canada.
no, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
it's very rare to have a career of 21 years and anything, let alone skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's interesting seeing a lot of people come and go
Yeah.
during all these years. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy,
I'm always
right?
grateful to still be here doing it.
Dude, and you're still just flying down stuff, Chima.
It will never end.
Never.
Never.
Until your legs just
Yeah.
can't hold you up
Yeah,
anymore,
the,
huh?
the hooves want more.
The hooves want more.
Yeah.
Just gotta take care of the hooves.
God damn, man.
There you go.
Well, dude, this has been great, dude. Thank you so much. Wait. Can we give you some 9 Club stuff to take home with you? Usually Kelly goes and gets it, but I actually have. Oh, he's got another Peroni, man. You want to kick it a little bit longer? Let's talk.
Yeah.
What do you want
Why
to?
not?
Is there something?
Anything else you want to ask me?
I don't know. I mean, I want to know. Let's see. We went over the pro stuff. Is there any tricks that you're like super proud of that you, maybe battled with? Near and dear to your heart. Is there a trick that got away that you never did?
No, that last video part, I got everything that I wanted to get. Yeah,
That's good.
Checked it all off the list. Probably the switch tray over the rail the hard way.
Oh, over the. That's a good one.
Yeah.
At that spot.
That was
just not easy.
probably
That
like
was a battle.
bit of a battle, but then just the most enjoyable.
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna roll
love.
away
It's the
from
best
that.
when you fucking roll
Yeah.
away from something that you really
Mhm.
want.
Now, how big is this spot? Let's check it out right here. Damn, that's a beast of a switch tray, man.
He wasn't going slow either.
No.
That was a fast one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's wrong? We've stalled out. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's a famous spot. What's the name of it?
Martin Place.
Oh, that's the same spot where you all ended up with?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like a whole group of spots there.
Okay. And then the switch tray was just, have you tried it before?
No, but I just always wanted to, because you see the rail kind of goes this way,
Yep.
so it's like perfect for it.
Even though it's the hard way, it's perfect because it kind of goes.
Yeah.
The angle.
Like if the rail was dead
Okay.
straight, then I don't think it would be
Oh, okay.
as possible.
Yeah,
Damn, look how high you caught that, bro.
Yeah.
that was fucking beast.
How many tries?
60, 70, I don't even know.
Same day?
Yeah,
Didn't
it
have
was,
to go
it
back?
was a lot, yeah.
Damn.
Good shit.
I remember watching this, actually. I think we were watching it here on the show and just being blown away by that.
Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff I went back for. It was all just like,
Really?
That's the best, bro. You don't have to think
Yeah.
about that. You just move on.
no, I was like very locked in filming for this. I need to get back there somehow.
You will. It's all about timing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Everything is just, it's all mindset.
Yeah, and you got family. You know, you got a whole thing going on outside of skateboarding as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a whole
How
thing.
old is your daughter?
5.5.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trip having kids, man.
Yeah.
Really. That's pretty much what you live for at the
Yeah,
end of the
exactly.
day. You know what I mean?
What about your board setup? What are we riding right now? Can we give a little insight to that? What size board?
I just got a custom shape made. So I was riding an 838 full reel board.
838 full reel.
Yeah. So
Wait, what made you want to do a custom board after all these years?
skate and ledges. So the 838's a tiny bit too wide.
Okay.
So I wanted to go 8. It's like 8.3. So it's like a fraction.
How funny is that? That
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
No, it's wild, right?
crazy.
Millimeters.
It
in-
is crazy to me.
millimeters in skateboarding.
It's nuts.
54 millimeter Spitfire conicals.
Okay.
149 Thunders. Sunday bearings.
Oh, shout out to Sunday.
And whatever grip tape I can get for free.
you don't
Doesn't
care.
matter.
That's weird to me.
When you don't have a
Grip tape?
preference?
Yeah, because grip tape is different. You
Yeah.
could have the pepper grip tape, you could have a grizzly, you could have Jessup, you could have mob. They're all different.
Yeah.
You don't have a
Actually,
preference.
Sunday grip tape at the moment.
Sunday grip tape.
Yeah. Oh, actually, not while I'm here because I didn't bring it with me. But when I'm in Sydney, it's Sunday.
Okay.
But I think what did the deluxe van have? I think it was
Mob.
which I did notice it skating some canvas vans. My shoes ripped
Faster.
way quicker than usual. Yeah,
Interesting. Who were we just on the show that was repping the Sunday hardware?
that would have been Jake.
Jake.
Jake
Yeah.
Hayes.
Jake Hayes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
My
shout out
boy.
to Jake Hayes,
Yeah.
man.
Big shout out.
So you wanted to make a smaller board for the ledge skating. Now,
Yeah,
does
'cause-
that mean you're rocking two boards now? You have like a flying board and then
No, I thought about doing that because
it's gonna.
I would like skating stairs. I would like probably like an 8.5, and then skating ledges like an 8.25 would be perfect.
But
But
what
going in between those would be too hard. So I'm trying to find something in the middle where I can.
I would advise against that.
Yeah.
I had a board crisis, and I can't do it anymore. I'm going back to. I still am. Like, because here's the thing, we have different people on the show. Andy Anderson, he's very, he can sell a board like no other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I wanted to go out and buy his board after
Yeah.
the show, like the wheels, everything.
When you see what they're doing, then you're like, well, maybe if
maybe it'll work.
That might
Maybe
be for me.
Kyle Walker and I shot at 2 people that I've gone on trips with, and after I see what they do on a trip, I'm like, maybe if I
skate a twin tail board and all this stuff.
I tried the twin tail after going on a trip with that shot, and I gave up.
Really?
In like 2 hours. I was
Seriously?
like, yeah.
It takes time. That's the twin. I have a twin tail chocolate twin. It's a hybrid, twin nose, twin tail. But Ashad did it. Like he came on the show. He was talking about it. I'm like, that sounds so interesting to me. But
the trucks just have to be the
his
same.
board. I stood on his board 2 days ago, and it was insanity.
Does he ride real loose trucks?
Really, really loose trucks. All of it's super short. It's
you can't do it.
No.
But this is what I'm saying though, is like Andy Anderson's selling me like let me try this, and then we have like Professor Schmidt on the show, and he's saying
maybe you
like
can dark slide.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'd be down to dark slide.
Yeah.
And then Schmidt saying like, oh, you can do, it's a wheelbase should be height based, and this and like there's so many things that I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Let me try this. Let me try that.
Yeah.
I've gone and tried everything. I had to put everything down. I said, look, I am skating like complete crap. I don't have that much time left. I need to get back to my roots. So I'm going back.
Don't fix it if it's not broke. That's what I figured out.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Chima. Just don't go back and forth between boards.
Yeah.
Don't have two. Don't have this whole
I'm trying
thing.
to like just make it a little bit thinner, and it'll be sweet. The shape, everything is still the same. It's just
thinner.
Yeah, like just by a fraction.
A little hair.
Yeah,
it's so crazy, dude.
just make it easier to flip.
Hey.
What'd you say? Wheels 54s?
Yeah.
Why so big? I feel maybe just because of the landing going down big shit.
Again, seeing, I think Jack O'Grady, Squish Dog. You know Jack?
I know Jack, bro. Big fan.
Everyone knows Jack.
Yeah.
Now. He was riding like 56s or something.
He rides 56.
I think so.
That's
and I was like,
psycho.
right, I'll go up to 54 then.
What were you on before? 52s?
51, 52. Basically just to stop having to change wheels as often.
Okay.
So there he is.
There's Jack O'Grady.
That's my dog.
Dude, he is. What's your crew back home? Is it Jack?
No, not much of a crew back at home.
No?
Because Jack he's in LA at the moment,
Okay.
but he's like living out here.
He's
Everyone
so
moved.
good.
Sydney's very dead at the moment.
Is it really?
It's very dead.
Is that sad?
It is. Sad, but motivating as well. Where you're like, right, well,
I'm the guy.
I'll just be the hero then.
Hometown hero. Let's
Yeah.
go. That's
There's,
amazing. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, no one to be jealous of at the moment. But Squish.
Yeah.
He's sick.
He is so great, man. I'm a big fan.
He's raw. Yeah, he just hurt his knee recently, but he's on his way back.
He'll be back. He's young.
He was on our board.
He's like actually young.
Is he?
Yeah.
Like early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
God,
I'm just like finding out now that like everyone is finally getting a little bit older. I feel better about it.
I'm just hearing everyone's
Chima,
getting
but
older.
you're getting older too.
Yeah.
So it
No,
doesn't-
but I
they're
feel
not
like I
gonna
was
catch up to you.
I was so much older than everyone for a long time, but
Okay.
then like I think Curran's like 28.
That
Louis
is-
Lopez is 29.
that
He
is
is
crazy.
forever. Louis is like a baby in my mind. He'll always be my baby.
Dude, he still looks like a baby.
Yeah. But he's like in his
29.
late 20s. I'm
I
like,
can't
fuck,
believe
people
that.
are actually...
They're never going to catch you though.
Who are they going to replace all these skaters with when we all get older?
I think it's just
Who
going
else is
to. I
coming
think
up?
it's just going to.
It's
It's going to
naturally
die.
happening.
I think
It's
everything's just
naturally
going to
happening.
stop.
Oh, yeah.
Skating's going to stop.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be done.
Take
Yeah.
it with
There's
us.
going to be no more.
Yeah.
Take it to the grave.
But
Love
here, well,
that.
look at. Here's a little Louis.
Yeah, see,
how
this
little he
is
is.
how... I remember meeting
hair.
Louis in 2006 or 2007. And he would have been even smaller than this.
Look
Wow.
at that. Long hair.
Fuck,
Dude,
he's
this
been
kid
the best for the
rips.
longest
Dude,
time.
he's had such control
He's one of my favorites.
forever.
Damn.
he should have won SOTY by now.
Yeah.
He will though.
He's got plenty of time.
He got ripped off that year.
He did. I thought
He's
I
been
thought
ripped
so.
off a couple of years, actually. to tell you the truth.
He was in the running there for a few years, and I was so
Yeah.
rooting for him.
He's a people soddy.
Dude,
All day.
100%. I agree. He's just such a nice dude too.
That too.
Oh,
He's the best,
not a bad thing to say about him. He's such a legend.
right?
He's so sweet.
Dude, Louis Lopez. Yeah.
How old is this? This is like 2000.
This is Extremely Sorry. So wow.
2009?
That sounds.
I remember going
maybe
to the premiere for
about-
this.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm a big fan, Chima.
Oh,
I'm a
thank you
big
guys.
fan. Yeah, dude.
Get up.
Pleasure to be
You
here with
bet.
you all.
Oh,
Pleasure
hold
to
on. We're
have
not
you
done
here,
yet.
brother.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet, dude. Hold on. Hold on. I got some 9 Club. Do you have room in your suitcase? If not, it's cool. We can maybe mail you stuff, but I got a couple things here I want to
I have very limited. I've got a suit that I've been.
You've been lugging a suit around.
Yeah,
We
it's-
just leave it here. Well,
draining.
when you come back, you can come pick it up.
The suit?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, it's at the hotel, but I got to take it to Texas with me tomorrow.
Oh, you got to take, and then you're flying home from Texas.
Yeah, so I got to, from Texas to LAX and
Okay.
then LAX home.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to give you this stuff.
Yeah.
You can take whatever you want with you. We'll ship you the rest. How
Sweet.
about that? Yeah. We got some stuff here. Dude, hold on. For one more time, dude. Chima, dude. Big
Thank
fan.
you.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming by.
I'm gonna give you
dude.
another one too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
dude.
we got all kinds of stuff. First
We
of
got some
all,
stuff.
you're a hat guy. We got the 9. This is the best trucker hat, Chima. I
Nice.
don't know if you're a trucker guy, but this will fit your head. I got a small head.
I was a trucker at one point.
We're going to become a trucker again. Okay. There's a trucker hat. Boom.
There we go.
And if we can give this stuff away, if you to the homies or something. Everybody loves socks.
I
Stance.
love stand
Yes.
socks.
These are the best 9 Club. We did a collab with them at one point.
Nice.
In time. There you go.
Thank you.
Of course. Of course, we got to bless you with the 9 Club shirt right here. Like I'm assuming you're large, but you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
we can give you whatever
yeah.
size you want. There's a little 9 Club. Take
like
that.
that.
Rep
There we
like
go.
that
Rep that. And then little music. Get
Oh, yeah.
inspired at the skate
Always,
park. We got
always.
a Skull Candy little kilo thing right here for you.
Love
get
it.
a little speaker going. Man, play your
you.
music for your next video
Yes.
part while you're skating.
Yeah.
Get inspired. Okay. Okay. That's not all, man. Yeti. Come on, man. Everybody loves a good
Oh, my-
Yeti.
I
Water
had
bottle.
that. I mean, not with that print, but I had that exact same bottle, and something broke in it recently. So
Dude,
life changing.
Boom.
Thank
there
you.
you are. I know it probably gets freezing in Australia, so we got to give you the 9 Club hoodie. I don't know if green's your color, but we got more stuff back there you could choose from. But I just picked something out for you, bro. There's a 9 Club hoodie.
Love it.
Last but not least, a couple things, Chima.
Oh, sticker pack.
Because you have
Mm.
sticker packs, dude. Well,
That's
we
the
got
most
bolts
important.
for sure. We
Yes.
got nuts and bolts. These are. Do you do Allen?
Allen only.
Okay, good. These are Allen key. There's the bolts.
I've
Those are
never
our,
understood anyone that uses it.
those are our top
Screwdriver.
shelf bolts.
That was back in the day,
Right?
before Allen.
Yeah. I
Before
find
Allen
it so weird that
arrived.
people use that.
How many covers you had? We talked about the switch back tail down clipper cover, Thrasher.
I had one Thrasher, one Transworld, and one
Skateboard.
skateboard mag. Yeah.
Dude, that's not a
Covered
bad.
the gamut.
That's not a bad track record.
No, not at all.
Here's our sticker packs. Chima, if you get a cover, Thrasher, with the sticker on the board,
You guys pay incentive?
$20.
Nice.
$20 right there.
There we go.
Yes.
Who's gotten any photo incentives?
Not on the cover, but people have. We haven't sent any out yet, but they have to send us. It's old school here, Chima. You have to send us a copy of
Yeah.
the mag.
Circle it.
Circle it. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude.
that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe people have to send in their little like Instagram stuff, or I don't even know what companies
I do. So
Wait.
I take a screen grab
Okay.
of the analytics from Instagram.
Seriously.
Whoa.
Hold on. This show's not over
Wait, you
yet.
get paid from the analytics?
Yeah, so if you get a certain amount of views on a video, then you
Okay.
can get incentive.
We're talking about Instagram.
Yeah.
That's in your contract.
It is.
Wow.
I don't know if I should be talking about it.
No, that's actually.
This
think
is. I mean,
everyone
I
knows.
think a lot of companies
Yeah.
need to be doing
So
stuff.
yeah, if
sure.
you get
That
a certain,
shit is
amount,
worthy.
of, certain
Yeah.
amount of views, then
Okay.
or likes or whatever, but views tend to be the.
I mean, you didn't
Catalyst.
say what company it was. This could be for Sunday.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's for
Yeah.
Sunday.
This could be
Sunday.
Sunday. Pay up.
Hooks it up.
You guys better pay up, dude. No, this is a Mitch. I think because I don't know if that's a lost thing anymore. Maybe for YouTube videos, but I feel like social media is a big, like Instagram is still it's still skateboarding's
Yeah.
Yeah.
social media.
No,
like
abs-
not
absolutely.
Twitter, X,
Yeah.
not TikTok. Like Instagram is still our
Yeah.
thing,
Holding tight.
and YouTube for that matter. So I feel like there needs to be some type of like incentive.
So,
you know,
what about TikTok?
I feel
I
like they don't
signed
like
up to TikTok for a minute, and it made me like I gave up.
Same.
I was like, this thing is so intense.
Yeah.
I also feel
Because
like
Instagram, I can barely deal with. I don't like social media.
Right.
Try to be on there the least amount that I can. And TikTok was
I tried it as well. bro.
great. Instagram on crack.
yeah.
Like,
But I feel like they don't like skateboarding, or their skateboarding is just not algorithmically friendly. Like, because sometimes they'll put a little thing on there like
Yeah.
professional,
Yeah,
don't try, and you're like,
yeah.
dude, this is skateboarding, dude. Like, this is what I do. Yeah, I'm a professional, but I feel like they
Yeah.
hold it down a little bit.
No, I've
You have to do a
I've
dance or
seen people
something.
post skate tricks that obviously it's all dangerous or whatever, but
Yeah.
there'll be a warning over it. Or someone's video will get taken down where they're like, this
Yeah.
is like inappropriate.
You're like, I did a switch
You're
flip
like-
on flat. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Like, what are we?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I leave it alone.
I feel like they don't. You have to be doing something else to promote. Maybe.
Then half of it's like AI running it. So it's
Yeah.
like AI picking up on stuff and
True.
choosing what people should, I don't know.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with AI is that I think as well, because like Heroin Skateboards just got their Instagram
I know,
taken
I've been
away.
following that whole, like...
They got it back today.
They got it
saga.
back,
Yeah.
right? But
Because of the name.
well, I feel like they changed their algorithms, they changed their AIs, and I feel like sometimes certain things get trapped in there,
Yeah,
right? And they get it back. So I think it's always changing, but you just maybe got to go for it and then hope that something changes and just
Yeah.
be like, take that, like, not loss, but like for TikTok, you just be not getting that many views, right? But then maybe one day it'll click. Maybe they'll change their whole thing, and then you'll
Yeah.
be ahead. See, I don't know.
But wait,
It's a lot.
they took it away because of the name of the company? But it's like, dude, they didn't, like, you got to go back and see how long this profile's been around.
That's what I'm saying, though. AI comes in, they change their algorithm, they change their
Yeah,
AI, and
it's-
maybe it gets caught up in a new sweep,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they have to now go through those hoops of
Well,
getting it back.
It's interesting. You kind of have the name Heroin Skateboards on Instagram, but then every time I open Instagram, there's people like getting hit by cars or shot.
I
like,
know.
there's
I
some of
know.
the
It's
stuff that
crazy.
can stay on there is
It's so true.
It's bizarre.
It
It's
really
insane.
is.
But isn't that bizarre? Because you can tell what they're trying to portray. I don't know.
The shock value.
Don't get on Twitter then or X because you'll see a whole slew
It's,
of like
it's way
crazy
different.
random
It's
shit.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gnarly on Twitter.
And that you have to really get your like algorithm set to what you
Figured
want. You
out,
have
or
to
else
really,
you're just getting like
dude.
broadcasted.
It's psycho. Shit. Well, maybe you could do some TikToks. I don't know, do some stuff out there in Australia, man. Like film some weird animals. You do some dances. And,
Yeah.
you guys got all some kangaroos, like,
Fighting and shit.
Yeah, that dude who popped the kangaroo real quick,
That stuff, yeah, I love to see that.
Yeah. No. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, back on Instagram. Yeah, Heroin Skate, we get back on Instagram. Thanks for taking the time to request a review. We reviewed your account and found that activity on it does follow our community guidelines on guns, drugs, and other restricted goods. So you could use Instagram again. We're sorry if this was wrong and we weren't able to use Instagram for a while. Sometimes we need to take action to help our community safe. So,
Shout out
Again.
to Fuzz.
dude, Foz is the best. Just
Yeah,
saw him
really is.
the other night at the premiere at the
So sick.
intervals. Dude, yeah, but I don't know. Shit happens.
It does.
Shit does happen.
What are you going to do?
Most definitely.
Chima Ferguson, thank you so much for coming by, dude. Door
Thank you.
is
Yeah,
always
dude.
open.
Yeah.
You want to come by here, do round 2, please, more than welcome, dude. We'd love to have you back.
There we go.
Yes.
Hell yeah, guys.
Chima Ferguson,
Appreciate you,
everybody,
bro.
bro.
Cheers.
Yeah. Good shit.
Easy.